Afternoon, people. Hang on, let's just have a look at this brilliant rainbow. It's actually standing out against the dark, stormy clouds. Yeah, lovely big rainbow. Full crescent too. Actually, let's just see. All the way around horizon to horizon. Wow, well done, nature. It's a double one too, you can just see the extra one there. Anyway, I did that and I was poking you up into the rain because it's raining again. Flaming weather. Right, out here. Guess where we're going? Yeah, no prizes. And, well, there's a lot of aluminium swarf and then a lot of it on the ground as well. So what have I done? Oh, you don't know how nice this looks. The camera probably doesn't give it enough credit. Oh, it's lovely. Anyway, I have drilled out a 1200 long piece of aluminium with holes spaced at 50 millimeters. I've got other holes spaced in between those, so potentially, rather marked out, so that if I want to drill them out, they're already ready to be drilled just by taking this off and putting it up on the drill press. So that'll be at 25 millimeter centers if I need it. There's a bit of work there. There's a few holes. And at this stage I'm just trialing pinning it back together so that these two are nice and tight to each other, simply by putting on some links, if we want to call them that. Let's just give them a bit of a wriggle and get them off. Oh, hang on, I'll get them off. Oh, come on, let go. Just like that. They're so tight, just those links, there is no sideways movements because it's pulling it back tight and whatever. So at the moment, even the single probably could move it if I really can't really. That shows you what the tolerance is like for these links. Very, very pleased with that. Now, at the drop of a hat, back it up a wee bit, Dave, figuratively and literally. The story behind the length is, if I'm using the track saw now, I can butt up to this point on the aluminium. And of course I've got the full length of the 1200 long piece there, but when I use the parallel arm mechanism, it of course pushes the aluminium bar that way. Now, not only is it sticking out a fair way and causing a bit of an issue when I'm walking around it, but it's now no longer got anything down here for me to push my items up against. So taking the links off, all I do is I slide the rail back, put the links back on, and I'm done. So, yippee. When I'm finished with that, I can take the links off, the links off, and then put it back into its normal position. More often than not, there will be those times when I'll be doing different sorts of cuts. So I remove the links themselves. Now, let's just see if I can get that one out. I remove the links, and then I can replace it with, instead of that was just a 50 millimeter spaced link. It's got a couple of different hole sizes, but I can put these longer links on that will give me the opportunity to make this swing in and out. So let's just do that right now while I'm yakking about it. Oh, it's tight. Come down here, might have to put yours down to get this off. The tolerances are pretty darn good. I can tell you, I'm going to have to put you down. That's quite tight. So, yeah. In fact, I had to give this a wee bit of a tap. And I might have to give it another tap to get it off. Yeah, that's it. Sorry for the loud sounds. They certainly come off, but with a wee bit of effort. Now I'm just putting the links on. obviously, because you could probably... Oh, you're not looking in the right place again, are you? Okay. That goes on there. And I've got to put the other ones on. Down here. And now I'm back into what I would call the normal position. In that, I can articulate the arm around into that position there. And that was the first time I've done it, actually. And it's not 100% tight down there, which has always been the problem with this approach. It's just the ever so slight bit out, which is a little bit annoying and a little bit puzzling, I've got to say. Not surprising in some ways. If I put the black rail back in, the original one that I was using, those tiny little instances or situations where the holes aren't exactly the same, because, well, they're not, that problem might go away or get worse. I'm going to live with it because it's just not worth chasing those problems down any further, especially when we're talking about a very, very small amount, probably about 1 mil. And just by flexing, literally for the pressure on my fingers, it's gone. So I don't really think I'm going to worry about it. In fact, there might be even a you could probably say, well, why don't you just spin this around and see whether it does it. So, seeing you've made that suggestion, I'm going to put yours down again and do exactly that. Hopefully you'll stay looking in the semi... Oh, God, that is tight. Hang on, let me get it off. That's a good thing. I'm not complaining about the friction of that. That is for certain. But it would be nice if it didn't have so much resistance when I'm doing it. But it does mean that the tolerances are quite acceptable. So what do we want to do? That one there. Or can we just do it this way? Hang on. Ooh, good tolerances, all right. And do that one that way. That wasn't a very successful attempt. Just hold on. We'll get there. It may be, and this is the thing, it may actually get worse. There's no guarantee that just swapping it round improves it, because there's no actual reason for it to be improved. But it's one of those things that as you come to learn the nature of the item that you're using, sometimes you just got to live with some issues. Right. That's absolutely spot on. It's probably not even a mil. You can just see I'm just flexing, so that tiny little gap. In other words, there's not much difference if flipped over or not. Now that tells me that's actually been machined pretty nicely. If I've turned it over and that's the only thing I've done, the tolerances are pretty good. Now I could end for end it, but that starts to become a wee bit silly, because any one of those holes, if used differently, could result in a different outcome. So yeah, so there to there, that's good. I like that. A little clamp in there, and literally you can see that I'm only, well, if I'm pointing the camera in the right direction, you'll see. Yeah. By the way, that beeping is the one of the Mack trucks going up our driveway. That will be no longer an issue in about 6 months' time, because I won't be here. So, yeah. In fact, they'll probably sell as well. They're, we're fairly well acquainted as neighbours. But, yeah. There's a story behind that, but I won't be telling you. Right, so that's good. It's looking nice. Actually looks the part too. It encourages me Took a wee while to do, to be fair, but it encourages me to do another one. It would be interesting then if I did do another one, to then replace this arm with the aluminium and see what it was like. I might do one anyway, because that's not a bad item to have in the workshop, just as a straight edge that can be pinned in place. And because it's the increment that I like working with, the 50 by 25, it's going to fit in a lot of the situations I want. Now, I've got an 1800, just under 1800. It's the balance of the piece I got there. And I've got another one over there, another length, which is half of the bar length, which is just under 6 metres, 5,950 or something. But if I cut another 1,200, or maybe a bit shorter, just thinking, if I replace this with a 1,200, actually I had a wee bit of a thought. It would have been nice to have some of the attachments, maybe even this, on the outside. You're not looking where I'm talking. Okay, it would be nice to have the link on the outside of this arm here, because as we come like that, it actually binds. But if it was out here, it wouldn't bind, and it'll give me full compression, like I can compress it right up or fold it right up. So having a slightly longer one of these probably wouldn't be a bad thing to consider. So here, I might make another one of those, full length, 1,200, and go from there. Well, that'll be my job for tomorrow, because it certainly won't be done today. After all, yeah. Surprisingly, mouth's not working. Surprising length of time it took to do that, but yeah, I'm very happy that I went and spent the money to get the aluminium, and that I've used the new piece. God, brain's not working. I had contemplated about using the old straight edges, but I thought, well, they are straight, pretty good, and they are old, so if I can carry on using those, there's no downside if they get a little bit marked or marred, whereas this can be used and only used for this situation, for this use. So yeah, anyway, very happy with that. I would have been delirious had that actually, in fact, there's as much to say that there could be a little bit of swelling in the I'm not saying it is, but a wee bit of swelling in the custom wood just to make it bind. But really, even my demands, that's pretty good. Rightio, that's it. Wasn't much of a video, was it, really? Oh well, there you go. Very happy. Be even happy when I do the next one. Right, tomorrow's job. Okay, man, that was the worst video I've made in 24 hours. Right, I'll see you in the next one. Bye now.